Hi there, guys, and welcome to our 2020 COVID-19 WWE Hell in a Cell predictions. Only 5 matches on the card. Not too interesting, apart from the main event, which has family and brotherly and whatever else implications.
The Chief.
The Chief himself. Exactly, mate. Exactly. We're going to start with Otis versus Miz in a Money in the Bank contract match. As far as I'm aware, it is a singles match. So all rules apply, DQs, interferences, the lot. Who have you got and how?
Yeah, I reckon it'll be too easy for the Miz to win this. So I think Otis needs to keep carrying it for a little bit longer. So that reason, I'm going to pick Otis.
Pinfall? Submission? Count
Pinfall.
out? Ooh, pinfall, okay. As I said to you before, I would like the Miz to win and then have Miz and Bryan for the main event at WrestleMania. Not the main event at Mania, but, you know, the co-main event at Mania for the big belt.
Yeah.
That would be nice. I don't see it happening. I can see Otis still winning and retaining because otherwise you've got another stupid contract where you shouldn't have given it to the guy to begin with.
That's true.
So I'm going to...
It's a waste of a year, really.
Exactly. I'm going Otis pin as well.
Cool.
Moving on, Elias, Jeff Hardy. I have Elias pin. Mainly because, obviously, he needs the rub. Push is going well. Jeff is a solid name to get a win over.
I have to agree on that one, mate.
No else to add, other than Jeff's probably going to use some weird face paint.
I think Elias is getting a good push at the minute, so I think he'd have to continue and he will beat Jeff. Jeff can carry a match as we know,
exactly.
So,
Quick,
I think it'd be good.
Quick side one before we go on. Does Jeff go to AEW after this contract?
I'm going to say no.
Ooh, that's bold.
I think he's going to stick out with WWE for a bit longer.
You don't think they do the Hardy Boys versus the Young Bucks?
I don't think it'll happen, mate.
Yeah, fair enough.
I think Jeff's looking for an easy payday at the minute, just to crack out matches, get on with it.
Yeah.
And we'll go for that. Otherwise, he would have left.
Yeah, he would have left already. You're right.
So,
You're right. He would have.
But yeah, for that reason, I've got an interesting feeling that he might be trying to get his Willow character out.
That would be nice.
But it'd be a good, interesting sort of.
It would be nice.
Throwback. Oh yeah, definitely.
Right, we're going to move on to the early women's match on the card. It's a Hell in a Cell match. It's between Sasha Banks and Bayley. It is for the women's belt. I believe that's the SmackDown belt.
That is correct.
I get confused all the time now with the brand switches and the drafts.
Asuka's got the Raw one.
Well, she's not getting beat till what's her face comes back anyway. So, right, I've got Sasha Banks by submission.
I've got Bayley by submission.
Ooh. When does...
I figure it'd be easy to go different on this one because I think Bayley would need to carry it a bit longer than Sasha has.
All right.
Needed it for. So I think it might be... Obviously, she's not going to win it on Survivor Series.
Okay. I was just going to ask you that. I was going to say, when do you think she wins it?
Well, she can't win it on Survivor Series because it's brand versus brand and they're on the same brand.
Yes.
So.
Do you think she wins the Females Rumble and headlines Mania? And does Bayley hold the belt until Mania though?
She could do. It's only 5 months away, 4 months away.
Yeah.
5 months, I think.
They would put on a great Mania match as well.
Yeah, and hopefully by then, the curve might have gone down with the COVID going on, and it could be.
Well, it's America. There will be fans.
First arena match. Yeah, and I think, but bear in mind though that WrestleMania has got a massive stadium, so technically they could get away with space.
Yeah, exactly. You could just spread it around.
Especially, it would be safe for the wrestlers because they would always have that bigger patch of space around the ring.
Exactly.
So it's very doable. Very doable.
Right, co-main, Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton. I was going to go Orton. You've picked Orton, so I will pick Drew McIntyre by pin.
Yeah, I've got. They've been hinting in for a while that Randy Orton's going to win another title.
Mm-hmm.
I think this one could be the right one to do it on. So for that reason, I'm going to say he's finally going to get his hands on another title.
Pinfall?
Yeah, I reckon so. Probably take about 60 punts, but it might work.
60 punts. Right, let's move on to the Samoan match. You had a go at me before. So I have to stick to my original pick, which is a no contest for either person. I was going to say Pearson, but it's not Pearson, it's Pearson. So either person, no contest, no winner. We head into Survivor Series, and they are going to be forced to work together because it's brand versus brand. And I think this is where they will realise it's not that bad, and they will join Reigns by their choice, not by force.
Yeah, I mean, Jimmy and Jay have already said that they actually enjoyed the idea of Paul Heyman working with them. And the fact that the main stipulation of this one is if Jay loses, then both of them have to join Roman Reigns' faction. Again, Reigns is a heel, he's working with Paul Heyman. Logically, there's no reason at all for him to lose an I Quit match.
Yep.
It would just look very stupid of him and would not help him at all.
One thing I do want to add, just before we end, he's not main event caliber. Why are they doing this? I know it's storyline purposes, right? But if that's the case, it doesn't need the belt.
I think it does. I think it does,
Okay.
just because it helps make the match feel a bit more authentic.
But he's not going to win because he's never going to hold that belt.
No, of course, yeah, of course. But we'll see, and obviously then it's going to build for The Rock to obviously come back.
Obviously
He's the
The Rock
only Samoan
comes
I
back,
can think
obviously.
of. Yeah, they're not going to have Samoan Joe come against him. Although he could return, and again, he could also join the faction.
He could. I mean, his name is Samoan.
Yeah.
Right.
So we'll go from there.
We're done. Anything you want to add?
That is everything. Don't forget to get your picks in at WrestleWimble.com. We're going to be doing it shortly after this, so hopefully everybody can win some delicious looking titles.
Any winged eagles?
Oh, could be. There's some mystery belts in
I do like
there.
a winged eagle belt. It's the best belt. They'll never top that belt. Right, let's conclude. Thank you all for watching. Enjoy the pay-per-view. Neither of us will be watching it live because we've both got work. We'll be watching it on Monday evening.
That's correct.
So thank you all for watching, and we will see you at the next pay-per-view.
Thanks all, guys.